Hello everyone, this is Faradin Joinda. Afghanistan have been going through a lot, especially since NATO pulled out of the country. It's not only about injustice and inequality that has been taking place in the country. What actually is eating Afghanistan currently is the food scarcity.
The family hasn't eaten meat in 3 months. This as food prices in the country continue to soar.
We have a bit of flour and some rice, and I have a little bit of olive oil to make bread. Oil is really expensive. That's all we have.
Other day was on YouTube and I saw an Afghan YouTuber doing their best to support people by providing them food right on the streets. What was heartbreaking for me is to see that almost everyone was approaching this car to get food. You see people from all walks of life, men, women, young and old, desperate to get some food. This is a testimony that shows the level of disaster that has been unfolding in Afghanistan.
She is not alone. This little girl, and this little girl are all sold. This little girl is available for sale. When asked why these parents sell their daughters,
we give our kids sleeping pills because they cry and ask for food. We had a life once, we were rich. Then the drought came. War killed our young men. We escaped Faryab province to come to Herat. Since this new government came into power, God knows one sack of wheat has gone up to $25. How do we buy it? We've been living like this for 3 years.
According to the World Food Programme, 20 million Afghans are facing food insecurity, which means that they struggle every day to get enough food. But here is the kicker. 2.8 million Afghans are in the state of emergency, which means that it's extremely difficult for them to access to enough food every day.
When I visited a pediatric ward at a hospital in Kabul, there I saw badly malnourished children with their mothers who had little hope for the future.
Afghanistan is not alone in this. There are many people who are suffering from food insecurity in the country such as Congo, Yemen, Syria, Sudan, and many other countries around the world.
Our life's very different here since we left our village where I used to farm my own food and supply to my family. But here in the camp we're only receiving 20 kilos of maize, which we need to eat for almost 2 weeks. It's not easy to survive with that.
Some of you might have never experienced hunger or have never been anxious where the next meal will come from. But let me emphasize that access to food is the most essential thing for a human existence. Without it, nothing else matters. That's why unfortunately we see young children and younger generation in Afghanistan taking extremist measures to get to food and make a living, even if that means getting involved in extremist group. This is a painful circle. Here is the bottom line. Just believing in equality and recognizing our shared humanity is not enough. We all have responsibility of supporting each other, especially those that they have the means. This is the time